Hi everyone! How's everybody doing? Welcome to the first official day of the Great Goldfish Marathon. Today's the first day out of 11 streams. 11 streams, where the last stream, the 11th stream, is a mystery stream. And that's going to be depending on whether or not you guys can complete the goal that we have set during this marathon, which is basically that I just have to hit affiliate. I mean, I have most of the requirements already met. Followers done, hours done. The only thing that I'm missing is viewership, and that's always a hard one to do because, you know, average viewership and everything can be a bit tricky, especially on Twitch, but I would like to be able to achieve it. I want to see if I'll be able to achieve it, and that is my challenge for this marathon. So, we have a lot of content to produce, right? We have a lot of content coming in for the next week and a half-ish. Yeah, for like roughly a week and a half. It's just gonna be one stream after another, day by day. And we're gonna have some collab streams. We're gonna have some that are more chill. You know, it could be more like single player, such as today's. We're gonna just ease into it. But we're gonna be ramping it up with a bunch of collab streams. But first, I want to get to talking with you guys because it's been a couple of days. It's been a couple of days since we last hung out, and boy have a lot of things happened during those days. So yeah, first off, as you know, I am a faceless creator, right? Faceless content creator. I don't show my face, just the whole shebang. You guys know. However, I am gonna attend VidCon. Not VidCon Anaheim, but VidCon Baltimore. So you guys still have like a couple of months. But once I had bought everything was arranged, and then turns out that my plans for being able to, you know, disguise myself so that, you know, my identity doesn't really get revealed kind of fell short. I had contacted VidCon about the situation, and they had just said that, you know, I can't cover my whole face. Because it is against their policy, which I know understandable for security reasons. The kind of begs to question, and I'm not saying this in like a controversial sense, just more of like wanting to understand, but I know there are several of other faceless creators. Some of them, their methods of disguising their identity is a bit more lenient than others. But that begs the question, is the whole like hiding your identity, would that be more of like it's something that is talked about only with featured creators, or what is the deal with that? Because that is something that genuinely does worry me a bit, because I know I'm not a featured creator. Heck, I'm being realistic. I'm an incredibly small streamer, but I would like to see, or like just comprehend a little bit of like, even if I do go through like all their security and everything, is it just not permitted? Is it like a privilege that featured creators gets? I don't know. That might be the case, and if so, I mean, I can understand. You know, they have a larger fan base who will, like some people would try to go out of their way to find said creator's identity, and I guess those also count as security reasons. So that's understandable. And as for somebody who's not well known like me, then then there isn't too much of a threat because I am not that well known. However, that doesn't mean that the danger is not there. It's complex. It is a bit complex, but I would like to understand a bit just like why that works. It's weird. But yeah, I also realized I apologize. I realize this is a lot later than it was in the stream I'm referring to, sorry. The stream was started a lot later than expected. I was expected to start like an hour ago. But something came up, and supposedly I had forgotten I had an event today. And it was gonna start at an earlier time, so I had like no worries. I was like, oh yeah, I can probably make it and then come back and start stream at the time, or maybe just like a couple minutes late, maybe half an hour late, at the latest, and then half an hour turned into an hour. Yay. But it's okay, we started stream now, and you know what, we're here. And that's literally all that matters. So, I mean, Marathon got off to a rocky start, but regardless, we're here to have fun. This isn't gonna be perfect. Again, what is a GOLDFISH stream if not scuffed? Let me see. Yo, what's up, Undead? How you doing? Long time no see. How was your camping trip? Hopefully you're back and you're a bit more sane. I sound like your friend. I don't know who your friend is, so I mean, I can't really agree or disagree. And you're scared. Well, I mean, I don't know your friend. Also, you didn't say that last time. So I mean, unless my voice magically changed, then I don't know what to tell you, man. Hi Sally, hello. How are you? Before we get on with the game, I'm gonna have a little water break, cause damn, you're in a call with a person and I sound exactly like them. Well then, I am known to have an androgynous voice, and I mean, apart from that, I do like to do voice exercises for like voice acting. I don't professionally do voice acting, but I like to do so. Good, how are you? I'm doing great. I am exhausted. Not really exhausted. That's a lie. I'm not exhausted. I am pretty full of energy. It is really hot outside though. It is incredibly hot. It's like 90 degree Fahrenheit outside, and in the event that I just went to, hence the late stream, there was pho. There was pho. Out of all things, there was pho. However, I understand the logic. And this is also, I've experienced this firsthand, and if any of you guys want to try this, it works. If it's hot outside or if it's cold outside, doesn't matter. Eat something that is around the same temperature, or like, you know, yeah, just same temperature. So if it's hot outside, eat like something that's hot, so like a hot stew or something, and then the inside of your body will kind of like grow accustomed to like the outside temperature, and you don't really feel the need to like sweat anymore or something like that. Same applies if it's cold. Same thing applies if it's cold outside. If it's cold outside, eat like a lollipop or like popsicle, you know, that kind of popsicle, ice cream, something cold, and it will help tremendously to like get accustomed to the temperature. My name is Alvin now. I mean, sure. No, I am Goldfish. No, I tried. I'm sorry, I tried, but my name is Goldfish. No, fish. Cold fish? Fold fish? Confusing. No. No. Please don't call me that. Also, do you two know each other? Are you two in the same call? Goldfish. Goldfish. There you go. There you go. Sally, are you the one they're called Alvin? I have no idea. Yeah, there you go. You got it. It's Goldfish. It's Goldfish. Don't wear it out. But regardless, we're gonna head on with our first game, right, for today's event, which is Our Life. Hold on. 'Cause music works. Music being a little wonky boy today. There we go, I think. Yep, there we go. Alright, cool. So going back to the game, right? We've been playing this one for a while now, and there's a lot of content here. But it is intriguing. I don't know. This DLC one was a bit short. Hopefully the next ones are a bit longer. But they are incredibly fun. And I'll let you guys choose. Which one should I do next? Or which one should I start? Because we have a couple of options here, and I'm gonna let you guys choose. So we have Ghost, we have Barbecue, Runaway, and Sleepover. Ghost. You guys want Ghost? Your G? Your Ghost? Alright, we'll do Ghost. We'll do Ghost then. Your G host. You're hosting your G. Okay. Well, let's do Ghost then. The night was incredibly still. You really couldn't ignore how silent it was. It was almost eerie. You could even hear Lizzie snoring in the next room over. It was hard to believe how much of a blur today was. Summer sure did slip right past you. You flicked through the moments like pages in a scrapbook as you laid in bed. The ones that stuck out all seemed to include your new neighbor, Cove. It was funny how he had become such a big part of your life in such a short span of time. You thought a lot about what adventures you could have tomorrow until sleep started to catch up to you. Then you heard something scrape against the window. Uh-oh. I look like a scrapbook? No. No. I look like a fish. It wasn't uncommon for the wind to push a tree branch against the glass. Summer breezes were the worst sometimes. I look like an old wise guppy. Yes. Thank you. But the more you tried to ignore it, the louder it seemed like it became. It was like something was trying to get your attention. Uh-oh. You lifted your head off the pillow to get a better look. Nothing was there. Nothing you could see, at least. Old bearded fish who's wise. Fish wizard, yes. And a fish, yes. Fish wizard. There you go. New D&D character. You're welcome. You just went back to bed. It was only your imagination. You had to investigate the mysterious sound. It was too creepy to ignore. I'm gonna go back to bed. Fish wizard, yes. There you go. For your new D&D character, you are now a fish wizard. You tried again to close your eyes and go to sleep, but the unknown scratching sounds didn't stop. It left your heart pounding. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You went to talk to your moms about it. You couldn't ignore it anymore. You had to check it out. Let's check it out. You practically jumped out of bed and crept down the stairs to go outside. Your moms were still awake. They stayed up so late, it seemed. Luckily, they were watching TV and didn't hear the soft click of the front door opening as you slipped past. Oh god. You looked around the neighborhood for a few seconds, checking over each individual house. It looked normal. It didn't feel that way. You knew you weren't supposed to be out right now. It was exhilarating, but it made you regret your decision. It scared you. It was exhilarating. Your chest was light and you couldn't keep the grin from your face. No one had permitted you to go out. In fact, no one even knew you were out, and yet here you were. You wondered what else you could do, what other rules were so ingrained that you had never even considered that they could be broken. And whoa, he's out this late? You twitched at the sudden call, immediately calming down upon seeing Cove walking up to you. It was strange, and yet also completely normal to have him appear like this right now. What are you doing? I saw you standing out in the middle of the street from my window. You weren't sleeping either? Why not? Cove turned up his lips to smile, almost as if he were amused by the question. Because. Because what? Because what, Cove? Because what? I'm glad you're here. Did you hear the noise? Because what? Because I wasn't. Okay. Cool. His tone was irritated now. That wasn't really fair, since he hadn't given you a proper answer the first time, or the second for that matter. Why aren't you sleeping? You weren't even in your house. Tempting as it was to turn his technique back on him, you decided to lead by example and show him what a real answer looked like. There was a strange noise coming from outside. I came to check it out. You heard it too. Whoa, he heard it too? Cove hesitated for a moment, looking down the street before his aquamarine eyes fell on you again. Did it scare you? I mean, kinda, just irritated. A little. Me too. Nah. I feel better that you're here. Aww. Thank you. We gotta stick together. We gotta stick together. What? I don't understand. I don't understand, Alex. Me too. The two of you delicately smiled at that. Cove even chuckled a bit. It was nice that you both felt the same way about things. I was kind of wondering if it was a win, but what if it's not? What if it's a person? What if it's something that's not a person? The unsettling noise suddenly rushed through the air. Cove and you flinched. Oh, it sounds even worse than before. You were about to agree with him when the noise came yet again, tearing through the still night. The two of you rapidly looked around, trying to find the source, but to no avail. There's no sign of an answer to this puzzle. You thought that it could be anything. It had to be a ghost. There's gotta be a regular reason for it. No, that's boring. It could be anything. It could be a ghost. It could be anything. You weren't going to rule out possibilities yet. It was a mystery. Do you think it was a ghost? Honestly, it could be. It might be. I don't know. The thought of some sinister invisible thing lurking in the darkness wasn't exactly a pleasant one. Cove seemed downright terrified of the notion. Honestly, mood. At least as long as the two of you stuck together, everything would be okay. Hopefully. But we're also two children, so we don't know how much we're gonna last against whatever this is. Hey, can you tell where it's coming from?
Not really.
Damn, okay. So we really can't. We don't have any upper hand. Then we'll have to look more, somewhere else. Maybe we'll see something. Okay, let's go. You clustered together as you walked the familiar streets of your neighborhood, drawing strains from each other's presence. Shadows cut corners and angles where you didn't expect them, distorting the features you saw every day. The noise came again, shrill and hard. It set your teeth on edge the way it ground its way through you. Cove's throat bobbed, his eyes glistened in the dim light. You stayed frozen on the spot. You took a deep breath to calm yourself. You offered him your hand. I'm gonna offer him my hand. I am feeling... I don't know. As I said, I have a lot of energy. I'm gonna just do it. You really wanted to be there for him and wanted to show that your hand was left up for him to take. Ko's mouth opened wordlessly. There was a pause, but ultimately he accepted the offer. Let's go! Let's go! Take my hand and we're gonna get through this together. His hand was really sweaty, but it didn't bother you. You were scared too, but being able to comfort Cove was the most important thing right now. Yes, protect. Cove shut his eyes and pressed his lips together. Your fingers locked around each other even tighter. Alright, cool. I know you're scared, but let's keep going.
So...
Where did you want to check? Honestly, I have no idea. The park, the beach, the hills behind my house. Let's go to... maybe not the beach, but let's go either to the park or the hills. One of those two. What do you guys think? The hills or the park? Let's... let's do the hills. Just so we can stay close to home, but not too far. You and Kova ascended the hill, lit only by the stars of the night sky. What is that face? What is that face? Look at that. What is that? I know you're scared, but why? Your mouth is as wiggly as your eyebrows. That is a weird thought. I feel like I should be concerned. The wind rippled through the grass and ruffled your hair. Without the sun's light to translate what you were seeing, every bush in the distance looked as like a creepy figure or towering monster. The noise was just as loud here as it was in your neighborhood, with just as little indication behind the cause. God damn it. But you kept going forward. You couldn't stop when you had already gone so far. You had to find out what was going on. The top of the hill was an excellent vantage point to survey the town from. Everything appeared normal. There was no out-of-place sight pinpointing the answer to this mystery. Out-of-place sight. Without visible markers to guide your way, you supposed it was up to you and Cove to deduce the source of the sound. Alright, let's do this. The hill had many great hiding places, and you intended to check them all. You upturned rocks, peered up trees, and rummaged in the thick grass for anything that might bring some closure on all this. You stuck close to Cove, and you hunted for the source of the noise, when a shrieking noise shook the air. Seeing him beside you calmed your racing heart. Seeking to ease your nerves and put aside thoughts of what might be out on this dark, spooky night, you decided to strike up a conversation. Why are we striking up a conversation in the middle of the night on some hill? That doesn't seem like a logical thing to do. Your search for a topic was more fruitful than your search for the noise. Your eyes fell on Cove's cast, and you were instantly inspired. Have you broken any other bones? God damn it.
No.
No? Oh. It turned out that wasn't much of an engaging topic for him after all. Yeah, I bet. I broke my leg once. My arm was broken before too. I had never broken any bone. I sprained my ankle before. Let's see. I broke my leg once. Yeah. That sounds really bad. I'm okay. It's alright. It happens. That put an end to your injury discussion, but Cove's calmer mood alleviated the bleak atmosphere like you had hoped. Cove cast his eyes out to the darkness, feeling bolder. Does this make you feel strange? We were people who heard weird noises that night and are out looking for what it is. No. If anything, we're brave kids for finding it. It's like we're the start of a book or a movie and we're the main characters. Yeah, exactly. It's a horror story, fantasy story, it's a documentary, oh god. Fantasy story, it's an action story. It's a action story. It's an action story. When they went out to investigate, they didn't expect to uncover diamond smugglers.
Why?
Why would thieves make a bunch of noise? Shouldn't they be extra quiet? This is all a distraction they set up to hide their real crimes. They'll explain it all when we stumble into their base. Then we'll break free and get the police. Heck yeah! Heck yeah, we go get the police. Well, whatever the noise was, you were confident that you had established that it was not coming from this hill. Once you were satisfied nothing out of the ordinary was to be found on the hill, you had to consider your next step. You figured to check the park too, you checked the beach, you decided to go back home. Let's check the park. The private playground was as empty as ever. You could just about hear the mysterious sound if you were quiet, but it had simmered down to a whisper. Cove was practically shaking when he realized he had progressed far enough to reach there. He swallowed hard, but faced you with a determined face. My dad says, good detective work starts at home. He watches a lot of crime shows, so maybe it would be good to look closely. Okay. Two of you swept through every corridor of the park. No monkey bar, no swing, or tire went unchecked. Huh. He was squatted on the ground, squinting at something in his hand, Intrigued, you checked over his shoulder so you could see too. Cove held it in his open palm. Coiled inside was a length of sparkly chain. Grains of sand embedded in the fine links. Why is there a chain? Who just left a sparkly chain? At a plate, well, okay, the playground maybe, but a beach? Why? Lifting it up, it became apparent how this had come to be here. You'd seen bracelets and necklaces enough to recognize that the clasp which held it together had snapped. Oh, it's like jewelry, okay. It's broken. No duh. It's silver. Werewolves hate silver. Other things too, I think. If this noise is caused by a monster. Oh, we can protect ourselves with it. Yeah! We're gonna scare away so many monsters. He flicked the chain as if it was a tiny whip. Oh god. I wonder if there's anything else we could use out here. Cove considered this, frowning. I should have grabbed some garlic before I left. Oh god. Not the vampires. His frown evolved into a scowl. Oh god. It probably wouldn't have worked. My dad doesn't have real garlic. You just have fake garlic? What? He gets fake garlic? How does one get fake garlic? Little flakes in a jar, not real balls. You have to cut up like mom uses. Oh, it's the garlic powder. You mean garlic powder. Okay. Garlic powder's still good. What do you mean? Flakes might be easier to use if it's still real garlic, just really chopped up. That can't taste as good. We don't need it anyway. Might be easier to use. We can sprinkle them around as we walk.
I guess.
From his begrudging tone, you could tell that he was still firmly on the side of fresh garlic. Alright, fine, be that way. You had exhausted all the possible places to search in the park. Straightening up, you mused over your next step. It's gone. Wait, what's gone? What? Then you realized it. The noise, which had grown fainter and less frequent during your search, had died off completely. Oh no. You and Cove shared puzzled looks, but neither of you had an answer for what had caused the mystery sound or made it go away. Ooh. A yawn crept up on you. All the excitement had made you forget how late it was. Let's go home. We're not gonna find anything now. The night was still as you walked home, but none of the usual background noises or the eerie whistle from before. You could hear every step you and Cove made like a cough in a movie theater. The two of you came to a hall outside your front door. Never before had it looked so ominous. Now to sneak back inside. Do you sneak out a lot? No. I think this is my first time actually. Lots now. And I was telling the truth now. Not really. That was my first time. Not really. Thought so. Yeah. How do you sneak in? How did you know? I hadn't seen you out of my window this late before. You always up this late? Are you always up this late? That was fair though. It could have been possible you were just so good at sneaking that it was the first time he had caught you. Are you worried about getting caught?
No.
No. Wait, so you've done this before? How many times have you done this? He was so forthright that you believed him completely. But your dad, won't he get mad or sad if he catches you? He's never happy with what I do. Oh god, okay. What do you mean? Hold on, what do you mean by that? Oh. You sympathized, you encouraged Cove to see it more positively. You stayed out of it. You didn't know how to react to that. I also don't know how to react to that. Sympathized? Maybe. Possibly. If I don't react to it, or seem like I don't know how to react to it, then he's just gonna be very off-put by it. Like, he's gonna be worried that he made me uncomfortable. If I encourage him, it's gonna be pushing him in the wrong direction. I stayed out of it, sympathized. Either one of these two. Staying out of it or sympathizing. On the one hand, I can take the chance to make him feel better. On the other hand, I could just leave it. I'll take my chances. That must be hard. Yeah, he and Mom do what they want. Why shouldn't I? Aw. Alright, I'm going in. Just like, yeah, that must be hard. It's like, yep. Alright, cool, I'm going back in. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, good night. Good night, Cove. Thanks for coming with me tonight. I'm not sure I could have done it by myself. I wanted to go with you. Aw. Yeah, you beamed at him. He turned the doorknob as slowly as the clock's minute hand, holding your breath for a telltale click of the lock, then nudged it open. When all that happened was the door opening rather than the blaring alarms that you feared. He melted with relief. Back inside your house, you're surprised to find your mom still watching TV. What are they watching? What are they watching that's so long? I'm not one to talk. I watch shows that have like hour-long episodes and have like 50 episodes. I am not one to talk, and I will binge those shows. We're still, it looked like they were on the same show as they were watching before you left. Yet you were positive you'd been investigating for hours. Again, it's those hour-long episodes. Perhaps you could use their distraction to your advantage. If you could just get up the stairs, you would be safe from suspicion. But how could you get up there? The same way that you left out? Same way that you went out? You tried to sneak past, you decided to walk in your own house nonchalantly. You just had to give up and come clean. I feel like I'm gonna get caught either way. I'm gonna try to sneak past anyway. If I sneak past, I sneak past, and then if I don't, then I just tell him the truth. You hugged the wall as you creeped delicately around the perimeter of the room. It was a valiant effort that any spy would have been proud of, right up until the moment when you tripped over a power cord and nearly fell over. Goldfish? You might not have fallen, but your accident ruined your cover. You had been spotted. They abandoned the couch and their show to hurry over. They were still in a state of surprise. You weren't in trouble yet. Yet.
Are you okay?
What are you doing down here, sweetie? Did you have a bad dream? Yeah, there was a noise outside and I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep. I told the truth, you lied. Oh, I don't want to lie to my moms. I don't want to lie to my moms. I don't answer. What if I just don't answer? Surprise gave away to concern. The two shared a look.
Sweetie.
Oh. Mom took you by the hand, led you up the stairs. Oof, your hand is cold. Why didn't you come over to us? I was supposed to be in bed. Goldfish, you won't ever be in trouble for coming to us when you're frightened. Oh, they think they took the bait. Guys, they took the bait. They thought it was just a bad dream. No, I snuck out of the house. We'd much rather you come to us than try to solve things all by yourself. Her phrasing made you feel bad. No. Maybe. A little bit. Just a tiny bit of guilt. No, it's fine. It's fine. The nervousness ate at you as you were tucked into bed. Your moms assumed that your flushing and insistence words. Your mom's assumed that your flushing and insistence on delving under the covers was part of your fear, and spoke to you softly until you calmed down enough to peep from underneath your sheets. Am I gonna tell them the truth? Once your moms had left, turned over the night's adventure in your mind, it was still hard to believe that you'd actually done it. No, guys, I did it. I actually did it. It was harder still to believe that you'd gotten away with it. Even now, you half expected to be caught somehow. Perhaps you'd left a door ajar or trailed sand where you'd already swept up. You hoped that Cove had gotten home okay, though he hadn't been worried. Being told off was never fun. Wriggling down deeper underneath the sheets, your thoughts turned into the unsolved mystery. You and Cove had only just begun to scratch the surface of it. Maybe you'd solve it and maybe you wouldn't, but what mattered was that you'd shared the experience with each other. Aww. You were still so energized by the night's excitement that you tossed and turned in bed for some time, thinking up theories to share with Cove when you next saw him. Oh, I skipped one. Sleep eventually claimed you, but the adventure merely resumed in your dreams. Ooh. It's daytime. The next morning proceeded mostly like usual. Your mom seemed to be giving an extra consideration since finding you last night. Oh god. You later learned that Cove didn't end up in trouble for the nightly escapade either. It was unclear whether it was because his dad chose not to punish him or if Cove got away with it. It was amazing to you that it all worked out for both of you. As for the sounds that started this all, the adults around were convinced it was nothing more than the wind. For your imaginative mind, it wasn't nearly enough. How could they accept something so simple, so easily? Maybe it'd make more sense when you were grown up too. Oh, well, there's that. Alright. One more. Should we go for one more? What do you guys think? We can go for one more or have it be a short stream. I have a feeling that these DLCs are going to be a bit shorter. We could try going for one more, but I don't know how things are going to turn out. Let us see. Let us see. Let us see. There's a lot of things going on right now. We could leave it here and then potentially have a more inclusive stream tomorrow. We could do that. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming on the CSMP, so hopefully we'll get a lot more creators hopping on and we'll have a bit more variety. I also still don't know exactly what we're going to be doing, but we're going to find where our mischief takes us. We're going to find where our mischief takes us. And so for that, I think I'm going to leave it here. Oh wait, I need to save before. Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to forget. Alright. Cool. Well then, I hope everybody enjoyed the first day of the Great Goldfish Marathon. So it's a pretty simple one, very easy stream today, very chill, and it's just gonna get a lot more fun from here. Alright, so just a reminder also, if you see up top, up here, up in this little bar up here, right, we have a goal here with the marathon, and it's to hit affiliate. Once we hit affiliate, then you guys will have a mystery reward. And the mystery reward will be it'll change the outcome for the stream on the last day. The last day being, let me check real quick. Last day being June 16, so exactly like 10 days from now will be the last stream. And that's a mystery stream for you guys. But if you guys hit affiliate, you guys can change the stream. You guys can change the stream that I originally had, and in my opinion, it is a better stream than what I originally had planned. Alright? So I mean, if you guys want to be able to improve your reward, go and share goldfish low goldfish underscore with your friends. Alright, go tell them, go join the streams, go watch the streams when they're live. The marathon poster is up on my Twitter if you guys want to go and check that out. If not, there's also a copy of it in my Discord. Let's see. There you go. The link is in the chat if you guys want to join my Discord. And that's where you can join the rest of the community, find out any more like exclusive content. There's more exclusive content to be found, as well as there's a copy of the poster of all the games that are going to be played for the marathon. So you guys can check that out. It's also on my Twitter if you guys want to see it. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow to get notified with all the different streams coming up, because they're gonna be a doozy. I don't know. I never used doozy. Where'd that come from? Anyway, hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.